Have you ever felt as though life is quietly draining the light from within you? Perhaps you are moving through a difficult season right now, one filled with emotional exhaustion, uncertainty, tension at work, pain in a relationship, or simply a string of days that feel heavier than they should. Little by little, your spirit begins to dim. Your thoughts become clouded, your motivation fades, and the energy you once carried so naturally seems out of reach. In moments like these, it can feel as though you are stuck in a low vibration, with no clear way back to yourself. But what if this is not the end of your energy? Only a signal from your soul that something deeper is ready to shift? What if, even in the middle of chaos, sadness, or inner fatigue, you have the power to raise your vibration and reconnect with the light that has never truly left you? In this video, we will explore powerful yet practical ways to elevate your energy, restore your emotional balance, and return to a state of inner strength and spiritual alignment. These are not just surface-level tips. They are meaningful shifts that can help you move through life's challenges with greater peace, clarity, and resilience. So, if you have been feeling low, disconnected, or spiritually drained, stay with me until the end, because what you are about to discover may help you awaken the energy, hope, and radiance that your soul has been longing to reclaim. Understanding your vibrational state is the true foundation of raising your energy and transforming your life. Before you can shift your vibration, you first need to understand what it actually is. At its core, your vibrational state is the energetic frequency you are carrying and broadcasting in each moment. It is shaped by your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, and the overall condition of your inner world. Although this idea may sound a little abstract at first, its effects are deeply real. Your energy influences how you experience life, how you respond to challenges, and even what kinds of experiences you seem to attract. So, how can you tell when you are operating from a low vibrational state? There are usually several clear signs. One of the most common is a constant stream of negative thinking. These are the quiet but persistent inner voices that tell you that you are not enough, that nothing will improve, or that life is working against you. Over time, these thoughts become emotionally exhausting. They drain your hope, weaken your confidence, and pull your energy lower and lower. Another strong sign is emotional and physical heaviness. You may feel tired for no clear reason, unmotivated, uninspired, or strangely disconnected from the world around you. Things that once brought you joy may no longer move you. It can feel as if your inner spark has dimmed, leaving you going through the motions without truly feeling alive. What makes this so important is that your vibrational state is not just a spiritual theory with no practical meaning. It has a powerful effect on your daily reality. Energy tends to attract energy of a similar kind. When you remain in a low vibration for long periods, you often find yourself encountering more frustration, more emotional tension, more discouragement, and more of the very experiences you are trying to escape. But when you begin to raise your vibration, something remarkable starts to happen. Your inner world changes first, and then your outer world begins to reflect that shift. You become more open to peace, clarity, opportunity, supportive connections, and moments of grace that once seemed distant. It is as though you begin to align yourself with a more beautiful flow of life. The first step in shifting your vibrational state is awareness. You must begin by noticing what is happening inside you. Pay attention to your thoughts, observe your emotional patterns, and recognize the moments when negativity starts to take hold. Once you become aware, you gain the power to choose differently. One simple but powerful way to begin is by gently asking yourself, what is one small thing I can appreciate right now? It could be the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the comforting sound of silence, the kindness of someone you love, or simply the gift of being alive today. The moment you turn your attention toward gratitude, even in a small way, your energy begins to rise. This does not mean ignoring your pain or pretending your struggles are not real. It means choosing not to let darkness define your entire inner world. Even in difficult seasons, there are still small points of light waiting to be noticed. And the more you train yourself to see them, the more your vibration begins to shift. Or as we continue through this video, remember this truth. Awareness of your vibrational state is the beginning of transformation. When you learn to recognize your energy and consciously guide it, you do not just change your mood, you begin to change your life in the most beautiful and meaningful ways. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you can use to instantly raise your vibration. Now that we have built the foundation by understanding what your vibrational state is, we can turn to a practice that has the power to shift your energy almost immediately. Gratitude is often spoken of as a gentle habit or a positive mindset exercise, but in truth, it is far more than that. It is a profound energetic force. It has the ability to interrupt lower emotional states and reconnect you to a higher frequency of peace, clarity, and inner abundance. When you are truly in a state of gratitude, it becomes very difficult to remain trapped in fear, anger, bitterness, or despair at the same time. These energies do not comfortably coexist. Gratitude changes the emotional atmosphere within you. So, why is gratitude so powerful? Because whatever you focus on, you strengthen. When you begin to notice what is good, nourishing, meaningful, or beautiful in your life, you are training your mind to stop scanning only for threats, disappointments, and lack. You are gently teaching your inner world to recognize that even now, even in imperfect circumstances, there is still something sacred and valuable present. In this way, gratitude begins to shift not only your thoughts, but your entire energetic pattern. It changes what you dwell on, what you feel, and eventually what you attract. Imagine your life as a garden. Every thought you return to is like water being poured onto a seed. If you continually water resentment, hopelessness, and negativity, those are the weeds that will spread. But when you water gratitude, even in small amounts, you nourish the flowers. You strengthen what is alive, hopeful, and healing within you. Gratitude does not deny that weeds exist. It simply refuses to let them define the whole garden. It reminds you that beauty can still grow, even in difficult soil. One of the simplest and most transformative ways to cultivate gratitude is through a daily gratitude journal. Each day, take a few quiet moments to write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. These can be significant blessings, such as your health, your family, or the love that still surrounds you. But they can also be very small and deeply personal, like a warm cup of tea, a kind message, the sound of rain, or the colors of the evening sky. What matters most is not how impressive the list appears, but how sincerely you feel what you are writing. When gratitude is felt, not just listed, its vibration becomes real. Another beautiful way to deepen gratitude is by expressing appreciation to others. Tell someone you value them. Acknowledge the kindness, support, or light they bring into your life. When you speak gratitude out loud, you do not only uplift the other person, you uplift yourself as well. Appreciation creates a ripple effect. It opens the heart, softens the emotional body, and reminds both giver and receiver that goodness is still present in the world. Now, some people may wonder how gratitude is possible during painful or overwhelming seasons of life. What do you do when everything seems to be going wrong? This is where gratitude becomes especially powerful. Gratitude in difficult times is not about pretending you are not hurting. It is not about denying your struggles or forcing positivity. It is about gently shifting your attention, even for a moment, toward what remains good, steady, or meaningful. In dark seasons, gratitude can become a lifeline. It may be gratitude for the strength that is carrying you through, for a friend who stayed beside you, for the lesson hidden inside the pain, or simply for the breath in your lungs and the fact that you are still here. These small moments of gratitude may seem simple, but they hold immense power. They can become the spark that begins to lift your energy and guide you back toward yourself. Gratitude is not about having everything you want before you allow yourself to feel whole. It is about honoring what is already here, even as you continue reaching for what your soul desires. It is a quiet but powerful state of being that says, in this moment, I choose to recognize the value of my life. I choose to see that something good still exists here. So, as you move through your day, let gratitude become your constant companion. Let it shape the way you see your life, your challenges, and your blessings. The more you practice it, the more your vibration begins to rise naturally. And as your energy shifts, you may find that life begins to respond in kind, bringing more peace, more beauty, and more of the goodness that has been waiting to meet you. Before we move into the next part of this journey, take a quiet moment to reflect on what gratitude truly means in your life right now. Have you been focusing more on what is missing, or on the light that is still present, even in small ways? If this message resonated with you, please take a moment to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you are feeling this message deep in your heart, simply type, "I choose gratitude and I raise my vibration" in the comments. Your words may not only affirm your own energy, but also inspire someone else who needs this reminder today. Now, with your heart a little more open and your energy beginning to shift, let's move into the next powerful step on this journey. Mindfulness and the present moment offer one of the most powerful ways to raise your vibration and return to inner balance. In the last section, we explored how gratitude can instantly shift your energy by helping you focus on what is good and life-giving. Mindfulness takes that transformation even deeper because it brings your awareness to the only place where real change can happen: the present moment. This moment, right here and now, is where your power lives. It is where you can breathe, choose, respond, and reconnect with yourself. When we are in a low vibrational state, we are often not truly living in the present. Instead, our minds are pulled into one of two directions: the past or the future. We may find ourselves replaying old mistakes, painful memories, disappointments, or regrets, all turning them over and over again in the mind until they begin to drain our energy. Or we may become trapped in fear about what is ahead, imagining what could go wrong, worrying about uncertainty, and mentally preparing for pain that has not even happened. In both cases, we leave the present moment and become disconnected from the one place where peace and clarity are actually available. This is why mindfulness is so powerful. Mindfulness is the practice of gently bringing your awareness back to the present without judgment. It is not about forcing your mind to be empty, nor is it about pretending you do not have thoughts or emotions. Rather, it is about noticing what is happening inside you with calm awareness. You begin to observe your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without immediately becoming consumed by them. Instead of getting lost in every emotion or every fearful thought, you learn to witness your inner experience with greater steadiness and compassion. In doing so, you step out of reaction and into presence. One of the simplest and most effective mindfulness practices is deep breathing. Breath is a sacred bridge between the body, the mind, and the spirit. When you focus on your breathing, you anchor yourself in the now. You send a signal to your nervous system that says, "In this moment, I am here, I am safe, and I can return to myself." This can be especially powerful during moments of stress, anxiety, or emotional overwhelm. A simple practice is to close your eyes, inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, hold the breath gently for 4, and then exhale through your mouth for 4. Repeating this several times can calm the mind, relax the body, and lift your energy almost immediately. Another beautiful way to practice mindfulness is through sensory awareness. This means fully tuning into your 5 senses and allowing yourself to experience the richness of the present moment. You may pause to truly look at a flower and notice its shape, color, and delicate texture. You may listen closely to the sound of birds, wind, or rain. You may savor a bite of food with full attention, feeling its texture and tasting each layer of flavor. These small acts of presence bring you out of the endless stream of mental noise and back into direct contact with life itself. They remind you that beyond your worries, there is still beauty, still peace, and still something sacred unfolding around you. Of course, and mindfulness does not mean that thoughts of the past or future will never arise again. They will. But with practice, you begin to relate to those thoughts differently. Instead of being swept away by them, you learn to observe them and let them pass. They become like clouds moving across the sky, rather than storms you must enter. This shift is deeply healing because it creates space between your awareness and your suffering. As you cultivate mindfulness, your vibration naturally begins to rise. That is because presence softens resistance. When you are fully here, you are no longer fighting reality or being pulled in every direction by fear and memory. You are allowing yourself to meet life as it is, with greater acceptance, clarity, and calm, and that acceptance itself is a powerful energetic shift. So, as you move through your day, invite more mindfulness into your life in simple ways. Take a deep breath when you feel tension building. Listen fully when someone is speaking to you. Pause long enough to notice the warmth of sunlight, the taste of your tea, or the quiet beauty of an ordinary moment. Each time you do, you return to your power. Each time you do, you give your spirit a chance to rise. And in those small but sacred moments, you begin to experience the true richness of being fully alive. Movement and physical energy are essential parts of raising your vibration because your body is not separate from your emotional and spiritual state. In the previous sections, we explored how gratitude and mindfulness can shift your inner world by transforming your thoughts, your awareness, and your emotional energy. But your physical body also carries energy, and the way you move it has a powerful effect on your vibrational frequency. If you pause for a moment and think about how your body feels when you are emotionally low, the connection becomes clear. When you are discouraged, heavy-hearted, or drained, your body often feels the same way. You may feel tired, sluggish, tense, disconnected, or weighed down by an invisible heaviness. But when you are joyful, inspired, or filled with hope, your body tends to feel lighter, more alive, and more energized. This is because your physical energy and your vibration are deeply intertwined. When you move your body, you are doing more than exercising muscles. You are shifting energy. You are helping stagnant, low-frequency energy move out of your system so that fresh, uplifting energy can begin to flow through you again. This is why movement can be such a powerful and immediate way to raise your vibration. It changes your state from the inside out. And the beautiful thing is that movement does not need to look intense or exhausting in order to be effective. For some people, this may look like a gentle yoga practice. Yoga is especially powerful because it brings together mindful movement, conscious breathing, and inner stillness. It creates harmony between body, mind, and spirit, helping you feel more centered, more open, and more present within yourself. Even a short session can help release tension, calm the nervous system, and restore a sense of energetic balance. For others, the most healing form of movement may be dancing. There is something deeply freeing about putting on music that speaks to your soul and simply letting your body move in whatever way feels natural. You do not need choreography or perfection. You only need permission to move. Dancing with joy, with abandon, and without self-judgment can instantly shift your emotional state. It helps release stuck energy, awaken your life force, and reconnect you with a feeling of aliveness. If you are someone who feels nourished by the natural world, walking outdoors can also be a deeply powerful way to raise your vibration. Nature has a unique ability to restore the spirit and regulate the body. Yet as you walk, you can bring mindful awareness to the experience. Notice your feet touching the ground. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Pay attention to the sun warming your skin, the breeze moving across your face, or the sound of leaves and birds around you. This kind of movement is not only physical, it becomes grounding, calming, and spiritually uplifting at the same time. The key is to find a form of movement that feels good to you, something that feels natural, enjoyable, and life-giving. When movement feels joyful and authentic, you are much more likely to return to it, and your vibration rises more easily because you are not forcing yourself into resistance. Of course, when you are already feeling low, movement may be the last thing you want to do. In those moments, even getting up can feel difficult. But this is where the real shift begins. Sometimes emotion changes through action. Sometimes you have to move first and let your feelings follow. So instead of pressuring yourself to do something big, begin with something small. Commit to just 5 minutes. Put on one song and dance in your room. Step outside for a short walk. Stretch your arms, your shoulders, your back, and breathe deeply as you do. Very often, once you begin, your energy starts to change. The heaviness softens, the mind becomes clearer, and the body starts to remember what it feels like to be alive again. Your body is your vessel. It is the physical expression of your energy in this world. When you care for it, when you move it with love and intention, you are sending a powerful message to the universe and to yourself. You are saying that you are ready to release what is stagnant, welcome what is healing, and allow more light, vitality, and positive energy to flow into your life. Surrounding yourself with high vibration influences is one of the most powerful and often overlooked ways to raise your energy. As we continue exploring how to instantly shift your vibration, it is important to step back and look at the larger energetic environment you live in every day. Your vibration is not shaped only by your thoughts or your private emotional world. It is also deeply affected by the people you spend time with, the media you consume, the spaces you inhabit, and the habits you repeat. All of these influences quietly shape your mood, your mindset, and the energy you carry. There is a reason the saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," feels so true. energy is contagious. If you are constantly surrounded by people who complain, criticize, dwell in negativity, awe, or drain the emotional atmosphere around them, it becomes much harder to stay centered, hopeful, and uplifted. Over time, that kind of environment can leave you feeling emotionally exhausted without always knowing why. On the other hand, when you spend time with people who are encouraging, kind, joyful, and emotionally grounded, something within you begins to rise. Their energy reminds you of what is possible. Their presence nourishes your spirit rather than depleting it. The same principle applies far beyond relationships. The media you take in each day also has a strong effect on your vibrational state. If you are constantly consuming alarming news, mindless social media drama, or content that leaves you feeling anxious, restless, or inadequate, your energy is going to reflect that. It becomes difficult to maintain inner peace when your mind is being fed a steady stream of fear, comparison, and emotional noise. This does not mean you need to avoid reality or isolate yourself from the world. It simply means becoming more intentional. Ask yourself whether what you are consuming is expanding your spirit or draining it. One powerful way to raise your vibration is to consciously choose influences that uplift and support the life you want to live. Seek out people who inspire you, who make you laugh, who believe in your growth, and who encourage the best in you. Spend time in communities, whether online or in person, that are rooted in healing, encouragement, spiritual growth, and meaningful connection. Let yourself be around voices that remind you of your light instead of reinforcing your fear. This same intentionality can be applied to the content you consume. Instead of reaching automatically for whatever fills the silence, choose books, podcasts, music, films, and conversations that nourish your mind and heart. Listen to teachings that expand your awareness. Read words that calm your nervous system and awaken your spirit. Fill your inner world with messages that align with peace, wisdom, possibility, and hope. What you repeatedly expose yourself to becomes part of your energetic landscape. Your physical environment matters as well. The space you live in is not just a background to your life. It interacts with your energy every day. A cluttered, chaotic, or uninspiring space can weigh on you more than you realize, while a calm and intentional environment can support clarity, peace, and renewal. Yet creating a high vibration space does not require a perfect home or a complete transformation. Sometimes the smallest changes are the most powerful. You might clear away clutter, open the windows, bring in natural light, add plants, display meaningful artwork, light a candle, or create a quiet corner for journaling, prayer, or meditation. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to create a space that feels emotionally and spiritually supportive. Of course, this does not mean removing every difficult influence from your life or expecting the world around you to be positive all the time. Life is not that simple, and neither are people. We all move through seasons of heaviness, and no one maintains a high vibration every moment of every day. But when you become intentional about the primary influences surrounding you, you build a stronger energetic foundation. You create a life that supports your healing instead of constantly working against it. And when challenges do arise, as they inevitably will, you are far more able to stay grounded, protected, and connected to your light. So take a gentle but honest look at your vibrational landscape. Notice what lifts you and what drains you. Notice where your energy feels expanded and where it feels diminished. The more consciously you choose the influences in your life, the more naturally your vibration begins to rise. And from that place, you create a stronger, brighter, and more beautiful inner world, one that can carry you through even the lowest of seasons with greater grace and resilience. Before we move into the next part of this journey, take a moment to reflect on the influences surrounding your life each day. Ask yourself honestly, what is feeding my spirit and what is quietly draining my energy? If this message spoke to you, be sure to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to affirm your intention to protect your energy and welcome more light into your life, simply type, "I choose what nourishes my soul" in the comments. Your words may be the gentle reminder someone else needs today. Now, with that awareness in your heart, let's step into the next powerful way to raise your vibration. The power of visualization and affirmations lies in their ability to gently reshape your inner world, which in turn begins to reshape the reality you experience. After exploring practices like gratitude, mindfulness, movement, and high vibration influences, we now come to two deeply transformative tools that work directly with the mind and spirit: visualization and affirmations. These practices may seem simple at first, but when used intentionally, they can become powerful ways to instantly raise your vibration and align yourself with a more positive, joyful, and empowered state of being. Let us begin with visualization. Visualization is the practice of creating a clear and vivid mental image of the reality you want to experience. In many ways, it is like daydreaming, but with purpose and direction. Rather than letting your mind wander into fear, doubt, or imagined worst-case scenarios, you deliberately guide your imagination towards something uplifting, healing, or deeply meaningful. When you do this, you are creating a mental blueprint for the life, energy, or emotional state you wish to move toward. You are telling your mind, this is the direction I choose, and this is the reality I am ready to welcome. What makes visualization so powerful is that the mind and body respond strongly to what is vividly imagined. When you deeply picture a positive experience, your emotions begin to shift as if that moment is already unfolding. Your body softens, your energy rises, your nervous system begins to respond to possibility instead of fear. This is why visualization can be such an effective tool for raising your vibration. And it helps you rehearse a higher reality within yourself before it fully appears in the outer world. A simple way to practice this is to find a quiet space where you can relax without interruption. Close your eyes and take a few slow, calming breaths. Then begin to imagine a moment, experience, or outcome that fills you with peace, joy, confidence, or gratitude. It may be reaching an important goal, feeling deeply loved, experiencing emotional freedom, or simply moving through life with calm and inner light. Make the image as vivid as possible. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the atmosphere. Most importantly, allow yourself to feel the emotions connected to that experience. Let yourself fully enter the scene as if it is already real. The more vividly you practice this, the more you train your mind to expect beauty, possibility, and positive outcomes. Now, let us turn to affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself, either silently or out loud, in order to reinforce a truth you want to embody. They are gentle but powerful messages to your subconscious mind. Many people carry limiting beliefs for years without even realizing how deeply those beliefs shape their energy. Thoughts such as, "I am not enough, nothing ever works out for me," or "I am not capable" can quietly drain your vibration and keep you emotionally stuck. These beliefs often operate beneath the surface, influencing your choices, your mood, and the way you see yourself. Affirmations help interrupt those old patterns by introducing new, empowering beliefs. With repetition, they begin to create a different inner dialogue, one that supports confidence, peace, self-worth, and trust. Some beautiful examples of high vibration affirmations are, "I am worthy of love, success, and abundance. I trust myself to handle whatever life brings. I am grateful for the blessings already present in my life. I choose to see the good in myself and in others." These kinds of statements gradually teach the subconscious mind to align with truth, strength, and possibility rather than fear and limitation. When creating your own affirmations, it is important to keep them positive, personal, and in the present tense. Speak them as though they are already true, even if you are still growing into them. And most importantly, do not say them mechanically. Feel them. Let emotion enter your words. The more deeply you feel the meaning of an affirmation, the more powerfully it affects your vibration. You can repeat them in the morning, before sleep, during meditation, or anytime you notice your energy beginning to drop. You can speak them, write them, or quietly repeat them to yourself throughout the day. What matters most is consistency. Visualization and affirmations are like spiritual training for the mind. The more you practice them, the stronger your inner world becomes. Over time, they help you shift from expecting struggle to expecting healing, from rehearsing fear to rehearsing possibility, and from identifying with limitation to aligning with your highest truth. So, make space for these practices in your daily life. Let yourself daydream with intention. Let yourself speak words that nourish your spirit. And as you do, you may begin to notice something beautiful happening within you. Your vibration rising, your hope returning, and your life becoming more aligned with the joyful, abundant energy your soul was always meant to embody. Acts of kindness and service are among the most profound ways to instantly raise your vibration because they shift your energy beyond the boundaries of the self and open your heart to a deeper sense of connection. As we come toward the end of this journey, we have explored many powerful ways to elevate your vibrational state, from gratitude and mindfulness to movement, supportive environments, visualization, and affirmations. Each of these practices helps you reconnect with your own light. But kindness and service carry a special kind of spiritual power. They do not only lift your energy inwardly, they allow that energy to move outward into the world, where it can touch, heal, and uplift others as well. There is something deeply transformative that happens when you turn your attention toward helping another person. For a moment, you step outside the constant weight of your own worries, fears, and inner struggles. You move from a state of me to a state of we. And in that shift, something inside you begins to soften and expand. Kindness opens the heart. Service awakens compassion. And when your heart is open, your vibration naturally rises. Think about the last time you did something kind for someone without expecting anything in return. Perhaps you helped a friend through a difficult moment, offered your time to someone in need, volunteered in your community, or simply listened with genuine presence when someone needed to be heard. Chances are, after that moment, you felt lighter. You may have felt warmth in your chest, a deeper sense of meaning, or a quiet joy that stayed with you longer than expected. That is because acts of kindness reconnect you with some of the highest energies you can embody: love, generosity, compassion, humility, and purpose. In those moments, you become aligned with the best and most expansive part of yourself. What makes kindness even more beautiful is that it does not need to be dramatic in order to be powerful. In fact, some of the most meaningful acts of service are small, simple, and woven into ordinary daily life. You might offer a sincere compliment to a stranger and brighten their entire day. You might let someone go ahead of you in line, choosing patience over frustration. You might leave a larger tip for a tired server, send a thoughtful message to a friend just to say you are thinking of them, or cook a meal for a neighbor who could use support. You might pick up litter during a walk, donate clothing or household items you no longer need, or simply choose to be more gentle in the way you speak to the people around you. These may seem like small things, but energy responds to sincerity, not size. A small act done with genuine love can carry tremendous vibrational power. Now, it is understandable that some people may hear this and think, but I am the one struggling right now. I am the one who feels overwhelmed, tired, or in need of help. How can I focus on serving others when I am barely holding myself together? This is an important and compassionate question. Kindness should never come at the expense of your own well-being. Self-care and self-compassion are essential. You cannot pour endlessly from an empty cup. But there is also a beautiful paradox here. When you give from the heart, even in small ways, you often receive something deeply healing in return. Kindness becomes a bridge. It reminds you that you still have something valuable to offer. It helps you step out of the loop of pain and reconnect with purpose, perspective, and human connection. In moments of low vibration, acts of service can be especially healing because they interrupt the tendency to become trapped inside your own thoughts. They help you remember that you are not alone in your struggles, and that even now, you have the power to create a moment of light for someone else. That realization alone can be profoundly uplifting. What you send out energetically often returns to you. Love creates more love. Compassion strengthens compassion. Kindness is like a vibrational echo that continues moving long after the act itself is done. So, as you move through your day, begin looking for simple opportunities to bring kindness into the spaces you enter. Let it become part of the way you live, not just something you do occasionally. Challenge yourself to offer at least one act of kindness or service each day, whether planned or spontaneous. Then notice what happens within you. Notice how your energy shifts, how your heart feels, and how even a small, loving gesture can reconnect you with your own light. Because in the end, raising your vibration is not only about feeling better, though that is certainly part of it. It is about becoming a source of healing energy in the world. It is about remembering that your presence matters, your love matters, and the smallest act of kindness can become a sacred force that uplifts both others and yourself. And there are few practices more powerful than that. As we come to the end of this journey, take a moment to remember one powerful truth. The energy you carry is not fixed. In every moment, no matter what is happening around you, you have the ability to choose the frequency you live in. Through gratitude, mindfulness, movement, positive influences, empowering thoughts, and simple acts of kindness, you hold within you the tools to shift your energy and reconnect with the light of your own spirit. These are not just comforting ideas. They are real practices that can gently transform the way you feel, the way you respond to life, and the reality you begin to create around you. Raising your vibration does not mean pretending life is always easy. It does not mean ignoring pain, denying challenges, or forcing yourself to feel positive when your heart is heavy. And it means remembering that even in difficult seasons, you still have access to something sacred within you. You still have the power to pause, breathe, choose a new perspective, and return to the part of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more luminous than fear. Every small choice you make toward peace, presence, love, and awareness becomes a step back into alignment with your highest self. And the more you practice these high vibration habits, the more natural they begin to feel. Over time, gratitude becomes a way of seeing, mindfulness becomes a way of living, kindness becomes a way of being. You begin to move through life with greater grace, deeper resilience, and a quieter kind of strength that cannot easily be shaken. Your vibration becomes your signature. It becomes the invisible message you send into the world, touching every conversation, every decision, every relationship, and every space you enter. When you choose to raise your energy, you are not only changing your own life, you are also influencing the lives of those around you. Your calm can soothe others. Your hope can inspire others. Your kindness can become the very light someone else needed that day. Never underestimate the power of a soul that chooses to stay open, conscious, and full of love in a world that often pulls people toward fear. By choosing to shine, you help illuminate paths beyond your own. So, as you leave this video, carry this message with you. Your energy matters, your presence matters, and your light matters more than you know. Keep returning to these practices. Keep trusting your ability to rise. I keep honoring the beautiful truth that no matter how dark a moment may feel, you were never meant to remain disconnected from your own inner radiance. And now, I would love to hear from you. In the comments below, share the quote, "I choose my energy and I choose my light." Or, if you feel called, share your own thoughts and experiences about how you raise your vibration during difficult times. If this video spoke to your heart, please like it. Share it with someone who may need this message today. And don't forget to watch the video below for the next step on your spiritual journey. Thank you for being here, for sharing your energy, and for being part of this beautiful spiritual cosmos community. Keep shining, keep rising, and remember, the world needs your unique vibration now more than ever.